Hey everyone, ArdrethShadow here, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club Plus. So previously, I went through the scenes with Yuri and made it to the end of Act 1. The life-scarring end of Act 1. And now, I am going to try and approach Act 2 here. Just going through this really quickly. It doesn't really tell you. Well, it tells you the requirement for unlocking it, but it doesn't tell you... Well, it doesn't tell you until after you've unlocked it. Like, for example, using the word kawaii here. And then Doki, or, well, I don't know, I could have sworn that there was... Oh well. But anyway, last video I was here confused, like, what the hell did I do wrong? Apparently, you actually need to get some of the poems through the side stories. And since I'm kind of saving those for later, it makes sense that I don't have them here. So, at least. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo the game a bit. Well, I mean, it's par for the course when you start Act 2, but anyway, it's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Me, I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Companionship disgusts me. Okay, no. Meanwhile, I have always walked to school alone, among this boulevard of broken dreams. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But then I think about it and then I'm like, ew, why would I want to do that? No. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Anime! There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. Because there's no girls that like anime. Are you crazy? Clearly. Well. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation and staring into the abyss. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I don't want to put in actual effort into anything. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Because anime! Daniel? Oh my god! Oh. Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Something tells me I think she did. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. You green-eyed harlot! We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that where my tongue stops working. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. I'm sorry, what was that? A literature club. Literature? But I don't read books. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Jesse, this is boring! I hate this literature club thing! Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Did someone say manga? Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? No, it's hilarious. Because she's the hilarious girl. She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Yes, Monica did in fact say she. I wonder what's for dinner. Okay, no. Hey, Daniel. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? Stop trying to sway me with your words, you green-eyed harlot! I won't ask you to join, but... if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Although, little does he know, he has almost every other reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Daniel, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the material another time. You're more important. Yay, my life is officially more important than some materials. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. You green-eyed harlot! You foul temptress! I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Daniel. All words escape me in this situation. This club is evil! No. Well... no, we'll get to that another time. It's full of incredibly cute girls! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. She's so grumpy. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So, I ran into Daniel in the classroom, and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great?
Isn't that lovely?
Wait, Monica! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know.
Do a dance tribute to Angelina Jolie. Okay, no.
Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Daniel?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So I know you really didn't plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all grow this club. We can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the pot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
But I'll read books. I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Hello, glad. I'm Daniel. Okay, no. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief.
So, Daniel, what kind of things do you like to read?
Anime! No. Well, you cannot read anime. Unless you're reading the subtitles, but I don't think that counts here. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Did someone say manga? Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. Very easily. You'll convert me, so that way I'll go from someone who doesn't read books to someone that does read books. Yeah, I guess that's the only other way I can think of it. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading, because Yuri is a passionate person. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
You best stop believing in psychological elemental stories, Miss Yuri. You're in one. Well, mostly the psychological part.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. It was awful. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with The Rock. And The Rock would provide a more interesting conversation than I could.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that? Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart to me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called
The Ugly Barnacle.
Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest riches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
That voice crack.
Help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea!
Uh-oh, she's thinking again. Or, well, for the first time, because we haven't met, clearly, in this club like this. Clearly.
How about this?
Yes? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even, and we're all subject to public humiliation. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together.
Yeah, because I really wonder, like, what did they do in this club before Monika had this idea to share the poems with each other?
I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Daniel?
Hold on. There's still one problem. I left the stove on!
Huh? What's that?
I told you I left the stove on. I need to run home. Okay, no. Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, that green-eyed harlot, but I never made any decision. I was kind of dipping into Monika's voice a little bit. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. And Natsuki's there being so grumpy. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Well, no, Monika looks dejected, Yuri looks curious, and, well, Natsuki's just grumpy.
But... I'm sorry. I thought...
Because I'm grumpy. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Daniel. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet. We don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I killed Sayori off screen, although you don't know that. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
then they're gonna rattle us for protection money and... okay, no. No, this school is not the Yakuza. Although imagine if it was. I'm defenseless against I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's the neat part. You can't. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. That's gonna change. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really?
No! I mean, yes.
Do you really mean that, Daniel?
No. Yeah. It could be fun, right? Well, I guarantee it'll be something that you'll be talking about for the rest of your life. It's still something that I'm talking about 6 years later. Happy belated anniversary, original DDLC.
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Daniel, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Daniel, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? No. Okay, well, speaking of that... So, I'm going to go ahead and make what I call my base point here. I can already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
Well, you're gonna have to. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Not really. Well, at least you're not going to be happy for long. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yeah, sorry that I'm like... Okay. You have unlocked a special what the hell? A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sound of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay, well... Let me see... So... I don't know if this counts or not, but I mean... Well, we all know that at the end of the day, everything's going to default to going to Yuri's quote-unquote route. Because, well, that's how Act 2 basically goes, but... I mean, you can try to spend time with Natsuki, but in the end, the game is always going to force you toward her. So, at least what I'm going to try to do... I'm going to try something similar to what I was doing before. And, well, I'm going to try to go for Natsuki first. In a sense, I kind of have to do it this way either way. Because I just, well, When trying to see how to 100% the game, I don't remember anything, but you actually have to deny Yuri's confession at the end of Act 2 and accept it. So basically you need to choose both options to get 100%. I don't know if how close I can get to the 100%, but well, I'm going to try. I have no idea. Strawberry? Yes. Chocolate? Okay, chocolate is one for her. Okay, I'm gonna choose Doki Doki. I don't know if I did before, but... Let's see, Hopeless, Holiday, none of those. Kiss! Okay, Hop. Okay, that's one. Captive. Let me see. Mouse, is that one? Yes, it is. Cute, even though she says she's not cute. Entropy? No. Sing? I don't know. Yeah, it looks like some of these I think, well, I mean, obviously, the poem game is still the same, but obviously we don't have Sayori involved. Which just makes it a little bit harder. Electricity? I don't know. Cool. The only E word for her is email, but no. I know, I guess I'm gonna have to choose... Or... Uncanny? Yeah, no, she doesn't have any words that start with O or U. Oh, well. Okay, at least that worked. Let's see, I think candy? Yes. And... anime! right. So, yeah, this is officially going to become my Natsuki save file.
Hi again, Daniel. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. And, oh my god, there's Sayori in the background. And is it just me or does the music sound kind of off? Also, is it also just me or is the picture kind of turning? Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Maybe it is just me, I don't think it is turning, but... Because I know that there are some crazy effects like that in Act 2 once it starts kicking off. Well, I'm back at the literature club, and there's a picture of my best friend who no longer exists in the back of the room. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Really poor choice of words while that's in the background there. Oh, hello.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Daniel.
Oops.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Daniel. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, hello.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack.
Actually, no, I think it is starting to get all off-centered now.
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Oh, hello.
You sure have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga in the club room.
Okay.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. And somebody needs to check the floor of this room because we're sinking.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Daniel. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Yes, you can! Very easily! Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait. I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure?
No.
I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute? I don't know. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
Oh well. Sorry, that sounds kind of condescending. I'm just here like... I mean, I know that for the most part we never revisit this again unless we're going down Yuri's path.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book that I'm never going to touch after this day.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Okay, now the room is not going all crazy anymore. Although we still have that poster of Sayori in the back. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, which is why... Yeah, I seriously did wonder, like, what did they do around here before MC joined? Maybe I'll find out in the side stories, or who knows. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Okay, here we go. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there?
Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Maybe. I don't know.
No, don't hit me!
Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway?
I'm a psycho.
Oh no. Well, she's gonna become a psycho!
I heard you bring it up at some point.
Oh shit, is this when she's gonna do the neck snap thing?
Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better. Seeing a box with one missing book is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Okay.
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Daniel. Consider this a lesson straight from...
Oh.
Don't judge a book.
Okay, well...
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club.
In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
Okay, actually, no, I don't think the next snap happens yet. Maybe, I don't know. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there!
Ugh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can read at the same time like that. Or, we can't read at the same time like that.
Huh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Or close together like this. Oop!
Don't just say that, you freaking weirdo. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish reading this... Or, maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
No. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice-of-life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun to share, sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They'd just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, "Oh, you still haven't grown out of that yet?" Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm kind of already a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
So I am a loser! Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it... I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would be the...
Okay, yeah. I know. Considering how tricky YouTube is sometimes...
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it.
So grumpy.
I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
so.
I have made my point.
Geez, that's enough.
So grumpy.
Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. And everything goes dark. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her, and she's fast asleep. It looks like she started to fall asleep.
Hey, Natsuki? Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, shit. Yeah. Yep, her face has turned into clinkers. Yes, riveting conversation we're having now.
Oh, jeez.
Aw, jeez.
Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monika reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction, and it smacks her in the face! No. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. Well, at least she has eyes again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper, and starts eating it like some ravenous animal.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. See? Told you, like a ravenous animal.
Don't worry, Daniel. She's fine.
No, she's not. It's only gonna keep getting worse from here on out.
It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I share my poem to first? Let's say I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Oh, I can skip. I don't know if Yuri's is going to be any different. Well, let's find out. Ludicrous speed! Nope. And Monika, finally.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Monika!
Having a good time so far?
I guess this is the only different part. Yeah. Except for the part where Natsuki kind of almost fell asleep, collapsed into me, and her face turned into clinkers.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Remember that. She's always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Remember, always. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. You should be afraid. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Daniel. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of behavior that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monika my poem.
I like it, Daniel.
Really?
No, of course not. It's 20 random words on a paper. They don't even make any sense. It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez. Oh, hell.
No, no. It kind of makes you think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yup. And if you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Because if you two get married, you're gonna have to deal with a lot of that. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
And, well, I mean, this is Act 2, so there's no telling, like, how much of this is true, because, well, we all know that Monika's messing with the game and all that. But, yeah, it's, well, at least in Exit Music, which is another version of the game, well, a fan version of the game, that's when the MC there kind of figures, like, if that's why she's so small and whatever. But no idea if that applies to this story. The only one who can really confirm that is Dan Salvato, and, well, that doesn't seem to be like it'll happen anytime soon. He's mostly left it up to fan interpretation.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. He wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on a flat sheet of paper? The sound of frantic scrambling, or scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
So what do you think?
I think I'm gonna go to ludicrous speed now. Okay, and well, now we're really gonna get into some crazy stuff here. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Yeah, the music's getting all freaky again. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It's just 20 random words on a paper, after all. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh, because I'm Lucy Loud. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of papers, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. It's a little too fancy for me. I don't like it. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Daniel did too. And based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Daniel liked my poem too, you know.
And of course they're dragging me into this.
He even told me he was impressed by it.
Really? I don't remember saying that. Of course, I was going through ludicrous speed, so I might have. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Daniel appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Daniel started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch! Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people just get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Daniel hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. No, I'm not here!
Daniel, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
How did I get dragged into this? Well, I don't think it matters either way. But I'm just choosing her name. Wow, that's pretty close. Hi, how are you?
Hey Daniel. Why don't we step outside for a bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this.
Yes, it is, although either way it's not going to end very well.
We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
Yup.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri's rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it!
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Daniel, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
Yes, there is something wrong with you today. Well, it's not just today, it's going to be until the rest of Act 2.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about it by tomorrow. I'll make sure of it. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. But she keeps glancing at Monika.
You can go first, Monika. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Daniel. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really do
Okay, well. Okay, time to bust out the guide again. Let's see, I think Twirl was one of them. Jump is another one. Parfait. Cute. Lust! No.
Time! Of course! That's what the false Taraka wanted!
Dazzle? Lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Bum bum, come sugar baby, tell you why. Okay. It's weird that sticky is a word for her. Giggle's another one. Pout, because she does that a lot. Cheer. Okay, Strawberry, I remember that one. Papa was another one. And in this poem, there's going to be love! Well, actually, there was some in the other one, too. We have anime and kawaii. I'll go with kawaii this time. Daydream. Nope. Well. Maybe it'll be fine. Okay, mouse. Bunny. Okay, so it's not going to be a 100% Natsuki poem, but it'll be like 99% Natsuki and 1% Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. You know, despite all of the crazy shenanigans going on. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Daniel.
Hi, Yuri. high to like 20% of your body. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. What expression? But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Okay, there's the other 80% of you. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. And suddenly Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Whoa, Yuri! I'm not ready for that!
About yesterday. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Daniel, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy.
Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want to make her too overly excited.
I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... Sorry, what am I saying right now? I just... Hey, have you guys seen Monika?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know, for the shippers, I don't know. Yeah, this ship is a very popular shipping, I know that much.
Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that.
So happy. It's like she doesn't remember anything at all.
No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Okay. Just go ahead and say, well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you at least. You're good people in my book. Natsuki turns to me.
But you, I still hate you.
Okay, well, I was close, though.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Well, Natsuki was. Nah. Except Natsuki was. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not.
Oh, really? Then how about I play this recording of you saying that you were kind of worried? Okay, no.
What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Aw, well thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. Cool. Okay, Cloud Strife. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Daniel.
Monica smiles sweetly, and she does that pose. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole... I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, you were just missing some kind of shipper moment with Yuri and Natsuki and... No. No, or not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Daniel, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you. After you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday,
She's fine! She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there.
That was very abrupt. What's the story about anyway? And oh great, there's the picture of Sayori in the background again. Okay, so what's the story about anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the whole cutting off people's limbs and whatever. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Very dark. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I was expecting a story about a happy little elf and whatever.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Daniel?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. You know, actually... Hold the phone here. Save 5 is going to be... Stream 5 end. So whenever, well, I'll see what I end up doing, but I'm gonna try to leave save 3 and 4 alone, just in case I did screw something up. Let's see, yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story... It's the kind that challenges to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts.
Okay. Can I... No, I can't read that. I just saw something about her whole body, and then I'm like, I mean, I kind of have an idea of where it's heading, but, yeah, I'm just still here, like, I just wanted to confirm, like, am I just misreading it? And it's like, no, I'm pretty sure that's what she's trying to hint at.
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. Yes, Yuri is a passionate person. And I can tell you she's passionate about something else right now. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes.
And oh boy, I forgot about that.
I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. The music is completely gone now. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Oh, what the hell? She was just bathing in the something or other. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do?
I now pronounce you... Okay, no. I know there's some people who are into the crazy yandere Yuri, but I'm not exactly one of them, so... If it was normal Yuri, yes. But yandere Yuri, I would be scared for my life, so no.
I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them.
Uh, I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here.
And, yep, we get this scene again. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and after it flips over to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? To turn the page. What were you thinking about?
Nothing. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I was wondering if I left the stove on. I glance over at Yuri's face and our eyes meet, and then time stops. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character reminds me of you a little bit. Oh man, her face looks so freaked out here.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? She's a psycho.
Huh?
Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. She's not sick. Well, actually, no. She is sick. She's lovesick. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about?
Daniel? Did something just happen now? Or did something happen just now?
Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Are you saying I'm an empty head? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly.
You silly, too.
Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book and slip it back into my bag. Okay, well... I think this is when things start going to pot a little bit.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time.
I don't know if...
Should I? Hey, wait, what happened to my save slot? Oh no, did I... Please don't tell me that I lost it. I lost it! I could have sworn I saved it on save 5. Okay, well, not quite the end of the world. But it does mean I kind of have to go through this all over again. So... I unlocked a special poem. Yes, a dream. Freaking hell, though. I'm just here like... let me see. Beauty is not one, is it? No, it isn't. Lucky. Skirt is one. Whistle is one. Waterfall, whisper, whistle... Ah, shit. Oh, damn it, no, don't load from there. It's not letting me load anymore! It's not letting me do the settings either. It's letting me skip. Well, I guess this is another way that the game's kind of freaking out. Oh, and it's actually not tilting. Yeah, it's not letting me save, it's not letting me load, it's not letting me do auto. Or actually... No, what am I doing? I don't have to restart. I just have to make sure that I save before the game forces me into... Yeah, there's the clinkers. Okay, and... There we go. Oh, well, actually, I'm gonna have to... Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. It'll be firm, but fair. Okay, well... Natsuki is next. Yeah, I'm here like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't have to restart it from scratch completely. But I do have to make sure that I have to make sure that I keep save 3. Okay, and then just... I'm gonna button mash instead of going ludicrous speed to be safe. Okay, and then we're gonna save right here. As well, I'm going to try to get it as close to the... There we go. Okay, now let me try to do this better. Ocean, kitty, skirt... Okay, Daydream is not one. Precious is not one either. Well. Just overwrite that save and... Okay, well, email I can do. Warm, pink, ocean, swimsuit, lollipop, pout, anime, hop, heart, cheeks, bouncy. Yes. Pure. Oh my. Okay, well, I guess I'm probably going to end the stream in a little bit, but I guess I'm going to try to make sure I get as close to like a 100% poem for Natsuki. Some special candy! Okay, there. Please let me save. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna go ludicrous speed up until the point where we share poems. Oh, well, that was freaky. The darkness. And then, of course, Yuri starts going crazy. Okay, Natsuki. Oh, well. So, wow, it looks like no matter what I do, it's disappointing to her. I mean, everyone in the club writes differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us.
For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with or anything. After all, I was taught to never expect anything from anybody. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything, you dummy. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Okay, yeah, my alarm here. So I'm gonna have to wrap this up really soon here. And
Daniel, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you, Patrick!
I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Why do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? You don't hate me, Daniel, do you? Do you hate me?
No, but you're freaking me out right now.
Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me!
End. Okay, well, at least I did that right. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly go back over here. Hole in the Wall. Continuation of Monica's first poem, only in Act 2. Okay, the special poems, 1 out of 11. DLC selects 3 random special poems to appear when it started for the first time. Yeah, so I know that those are going to be kind of a pain in the butt to get if you're going for 100% for all of them, which I have no idea. Okay, and experiencing Natsuki's play with me scene. Is that the only one? I guess so. Okay. So then, yeah, sorry to cut the stream off so short. I don't know if... Who knows, maybe I can try to continue this later today. Like, after I have to do what I need to right now, but... Okay, so, yeah, I'm going to leave this off for right now. Next time we're going to continue from Act 2, where I'm going to be kind of bouncing back and forth between Yuri and Natsuki. So...